Everybody, welcome back to the Spurs 9501 podcast. This is Ray from London. I've got Richard from Charlottesville in the USA, who's very happy after a 2-0 win for Spurs against West Bromwich Albion. How are you feeling today, Richard?
Hey, today is happy days. Nobody is happier than my wife and my kids. What a way. I haven't had a weekend that wasn't ruined in a long time. I don't even
So
know
they
what to do
all,
with myself, man. Look at me. I'm all
yeah,
smiles. I can't even contain it. It's
excellent,
great.
excellent. Is all your family Spurs fans as well, are they?
They are. They
Okay,
are. I've indoctrinated my kids, obviously. So
yeah, that's
they
good.
watch the games with me. My wife, yeah, she just kind of, she's hit or miss. But all she cares is when they win, I'm happy. So
Excellent,
it's happy days at the Moore's household. So.
excellent. That's great news. We're all happy. I think all Spurs fans. We needed that win.
Yeah.
So tell me, what did you think about the new formation that Jose played? We bring Lamella and Moura came in, and Sanchez in the back. What did you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, look, I said last time I was on here, I mean, I'm not a fan of the Jose out. I want him to get a chance. I want him to keep plugging away. He's won everywhere. There's not a coincidence. The guy's a serial winner, and we've hit some tough times, and people weren't happy. But I think he's made even the last couple of games, he made adjustments. He switched formations. He switched players, and at some place we got to put the onus on the players. And today, listen, I liked it. I haven't been a fan of Bergwijn. Bergwijn, I
Yeah,
don't know
yeah.
he does out there. I'm just kind of, I listen to people when he's in our lineup we're better, but I was glad to see him. I was glad to see, Moura back out there, just providing some pace, trying to dribble through the whole team. It felt like the old times again, but I really liked Lamella
Okay.
in there for either Sissoko or for Winks. Uh, I thought with him, we moved the ball well. It's hard to tell with West Brom because they kind of sat back, and I'm seeing all this stuff online about did we attack or did they sit back? But listen, here's what I said. We just strung together passes. We pushed the ball forward. We got crosses in the box. We created opportunities. And to me, that goes to show that, Jose really, he's listened. The team responded, and the new players out there, I think, had a lot to do with that, just in my opinion. But you
So
know,
how did it feel to have the main man back, Harry Kane?
I mean, if anybody ever tells me that he's not the best football player in the world,
Yeah,
listen, man, that guy is so unbelievable. And, even on the song goal, that the chest pass that he made
brilliant,
was
absolutely brilliant.
just stop it right there. I got up off my seat, right? And what I was wondering the whole time is how the hell did we go to the Champions League final without him? I mean,
Yeah,
that I,
yeah, yeah.
listen, he is. There's no question what he does. He's just unbelievable, and a little rusty. He had some looks, but I think a lot of it has to do. Yes, we were playing West Brom. Yes, they sat back and sort of parked the bus, but having Kane there, I think he broke them down, and he just does so much. He's amazing. He
You
really
think
is.
we would have beaten West Brom without Kane?
Um, I think so. I do.
Yeah, yeah,
I think if Vinicius got the start, I think he would have done. I mean, the problem is, maybe we would have got one of those goals in, or somebody would have scored somewhere. But
yeah.
he just does so many things off the ball and so many things that people don't really, what he does in that tight space that Vinicius can't do. Right?
Yeah.
Like he's a good sort of young striker, but nobody can do what Kane does off the ball and with limited space and with the opportunities that he does. So, I mean, I hate to say it, we are the Kane team. I don't apologize for it. Look, when he's in, we're better, and everybody knows it. So, it's just typical Spurs fan. No matter what, there's just some people that are always going to deflate you at the end of the day.
No, no,
Get
exactly.
on
Yeah.
there, and it's
No, I
West
mean,
Brom. It's annoying.
every team has got its own players that did, like Liverpool, they're very dependent on Mane. Leicester have got Vardy. We've got Kane.
Yeah.
Every team has got its standout player that, his go-to quarterback player, if you like, and he's ours.
And listen, yeah, and like, listen, man, let's believe. I mean, the media would have you think that Aurier and the gaffer that they don't even talk anymore, right? Like, but they were arm in arm on the
Yeah.
sidelines. So I'd like to believe that Jose and Delhi, maybe they're back, and once Delhi's back from injury, let's get him back in there, and with maybe he and Lamella can fight for that spot. Um, I can't wait. I mean, I think, listen, it's one sort of, there's a tough row ahead. I think we all agree that. We all agree to that, but I'm looking forward to it. I got, the Spurs, they bring you back to life, and you're here, and let's start believing again and get behind the team.
Sure.
I am a little worried about Aurier, though. I hope he's okay.
Yeah.
I can't imagine Aurier on Sterling.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
No, I don't
imagine that.
So how do you think that Eric Lamela did in his start? It's the first start he's had for a long time. How do you think they actually did?
Yeah, he was rolling the ball over with his. I mean, he was doing the typical Lamela things. I'm not a huge fan of either Lamela or Moura. I mean, there's just Jose has to do with the players that he has to play with, right?
Yeah, exactly.
He has no choice. But I think that they provided, if you switch out Sissoko for Lamela and you Moura for Bergwijn, I just think they pressed the ball forward. We got going forward more. We were able to connect passes. We were able to chain together, a lot of attacks because of those guys. But I'm not a huge fan. I still want to see Dele play if I had a choice between the two. But hey, we weren't defensive, and we really looked good just stringing the balls together, and we had some sense of urgency and some sense of we knew what we were doing. So that was a sight for sore eyes over the last 2 games. I can tell you that. Yeah,
I think Lamela and Moura, they give us a lot more fluidity. They press the ball a lot higher up, a lot more mobile. So that really helps. So I think that was good. How about the Harry Kane? He was a bit rusty. What do you think in the first half? He had a couple of good chances, put them wide. What do you think? He's a bit rusty, do you think? Kane had a couple of chances in the first half. Yeah.
Oh, man, you're breaking up on me.
Yeah, he had some chances in the first half, Harry Kane. Put them wide.
Yeah, he did. Sorry, I thought a little bit sort of rust. Those are some difficult angles, but it was just good to see him back. And he had one off his left foot that would have been a brilliant goal, just a little bit high. But I mean, he's just Harry Kane. I mean, there's just no question about it. He's the best football player in the world right now playing, and I won't be told otherwise.
I mean, we look at a totally different team. With him in the side, we look at a totally different proposition, a totally different team.
Yeah, it's amazing what he does, and I think, he was back, sometimes he was playing that sort of 10, sometimes he went back up to the 2-9, but it doesn't matter. Whatever he does, he's just so brilliant off the ball. And he, like I said, that second goal when he took that chest pass, I brought my son out, who's a footballer himself. He's 12, and I said, just look at that goal and look who made it happen. Harry Kane.
Any negatives from the match today? Was it anything you didn't like in Spurs' performance? Any players that were negatives? Anything?
You know what? I think it's still our defense is a little bit shaky. I'm still not convinced. Sanchez, I like his tactic of sort of pushing.
Tell me, Richard, what do you think about what's going to happen on Wednesday for Everton? Give us your prediction about the Everton match and how you think we're going to do.
That's going to be tough, man. Everton's playing really, really well. Short turnaround, but look, I mean, I think Jose knows that this is for a potential trophy. So I really think we respond. I really think we go out there and we have a massive performance. I really believe that we can beat this team. They were the first game of the year, but they've been on a roll. So I say 2-1. I say it's level, and in the 80th minute, I think Kane comes through and we win this game and we advance.
I hope you're right, mate. And one last thing before you go, would you keep the same team or would you change anything?
I'm still not sold on Sanchez.
Okay.
I know he has to play over Dyer. I'd love to see Rodon. Sanchez today was interesting, right? He had, I like his tactic of kind of pushing the guy off sides, but those were 2 times. I'm like, I don't know what he's doing at work. The guy was offsides both times, but he got beat both times. But he kind of just threw him offsides. I still don't like Sanchez. I don't know why, but we just need to shore up our defense somehow, some way. I really hope Poirier is okay, not only for Everton, but we really need him for Man City.
I think he should be fine. It didn't look too bad. I think he should be fine.
Good.
But you're right. Dyer is in bad form. I would play Rodon with Alderweireld. But Sanchez, he did okay. I think he was okay.
Yeah, man. Look at Toby. I mean,
yeah, Toby's amazing.
He and Hojbjerg, let's talk about him again, who's everywhere. They should never be a question. They have to play every single minute of every single game and give us everything they got. Period.
Yeah,
so
I agree with you.
I still, the one thing about Josie that I don't understand is that whole period of when Toby was playing in these cup games and not in EPL games. But thank God that's over.
Nobody understands what's happening there. Nobody understands it.
Yeah.
Okay, Richard, great. I know you're busy, but thanks for giving your post-match analysis on the West Brom man. And you know what to do. You know what to do at the end of this. At the end of the video. What do you say at the end of the video? Come on.
I'm Tottenham till I die. I'm Tottenham till I die. I know I am. I'm sure I am. I'm Tottenham till I die.
Come on, you Spurs.
Yeah, let's go. See you later, mate.